Welcome to ASYS Group here at Productronica. Delighted to be joined by Torsten Vegelen. Nice to see you, Torsten.
Nice to see you, Trevor. Glad to have you here.
Yes, so I mean, you've been doing so much innovation that you just keep winning awards after awards. So you won a Global Technology Award for the Serio 6000, and of course there's been other awards here from the Productronica for the software side of your business. So congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
So it continues to evolve, the Serio 6000, towards full automation. The latest thing you brought in was the Sphere, which is a very innovative print head, which deals with the excess paste that's on the stencil.
That's right.
Just to catch up and for the benefit of our viewers, just explain how the Sphere works.
You know, with the autonomous functionalities, we also require that we take paste off the stencil, because you cannot leave the paste on the stencil and transfer it somewhere. It's a waste, it's a mess.
Yes.
So we had a need to keep this in the machine, or to be able also to transfer it out of the machine, so we can use it for the next job, let's say from the front to the second side, as well as maybe use it outside, or we need to exchange the squeegee lengths because we have a different product.
Yes.
So this was the topic, and that's what we solved with Sphere.
Okay.
And Sphere is a solution where we combine traditional squeegee functionality, so we still pull the squeegee across the stencil, both of it, but we also have, as we can scoop the paste to take it off, now we have the possibility to exchange the squeegee angle.
Yes.
So if you do have a pin and paste process, you can need a flat angle, so you can push more paste into a hole. Or if you have a fine pitch, then you want to have more steep, that you get a better precision.
Yes.
And with Sphere, that is, I got the Sphere cassette right here, we're able to do this.
Yes. You've also got some guides at the side that stop the paste from escaping at the side. Can we take a look at the underside of this?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
So what we do have, we have this squeegee top here and the squeegee cassette inside. So I can easily take this squeegee cassette out. It's very easy to exchange and to take the side dams out. They are flexible here. So you can easily take it out for cleaning. And you can see the squeegee is closed. The paste is encapsulated here. And for cleaning, we open them just by a kind of a clip, and then we put the complete unit into the cleaning stations and just wash it like we do a stencil wash. And there's no only mechanics, there's no electrics on it, only an RFID tag here on the side, and the RFID tag that is used, that we can trace where it is, how it was used, how long it was used, and when the squeegee blades are worn out. So that's what we have. And we do have, of course, different lengths and 250, 350, 400 millimeters. And this is what we can exchange automatically also if required for the product.
Right, I see. So you can get any 3 different lengths of squeegee size in there, and the machine can come along and automatically choose which one it needs.
Exactly. So we have there the pick points which are defined, and the professional holding for a quick exchange, and that makes it easy for an automatic release. But still, you can also exchange this Sphere cassette by hand.
Wonderful. Yeah. No, it continues to evolve. It's a great platform, and I'm really impressed with it. So what is next? I mean, you've automated the paste carousel.
Yes.
You've automated the cleaning side of it, and we have the cassette changeover.
We do have the electrical dispense where we control also the amount, because it's different on each product what we need.
Okay.
We have our vertical stencil loader, stencil magazine, which swings up. And the next step is to really get this system to the market, get many customers happy, make them more independent from the operators.
Okay.
And the step after that would be to automate and digitalize more their facility with our autonomous process assist, which we have there on the other side.
Yeah.
So this robot also transfers the cassettes and the squeegees in between the process machine, storage and cleaning areas, and so forth.
Okay. Well, you already have quite a number of them in the field in terms of I don't know whether they're beta sites or whether they're actual customers, but I mean, having multiple machines out there, I mean, you must be getting some good feedback on the performance.
we get feedback, and sometimes the feedback is challenging. It gives us new topics. We learn each day, of course, of the feedback, and we can improve our product with the help of our customers.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's almost a dozen machines on the market now.
Wow.
And yeah, it's good.
No, I mean, honestly, the amount of automation that's coming into the industry generally is incredible. But this is, really at the right time.
It is.
Yeah.
It is the right time, and time is usually sometimes faster than we can react, but we keep up.
Great. Well, great to catch up again, Torsten. Nice to see you. Now we're going to turn our attention to the software side, which again won the Productronica award. So we're going to talk about the Pulse Pro system.
And that's what we also need for our autonomous machine, because we need to schedule the materials.
Yes, of course, of course. Okay, so now we're over at the Pulse Pro site, and we're joined by Drag Trakulia. Nice to see you, Drag.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, and congratulations for winning the Productronica Innovation Award for the latest version of the Pulse Pro. You've done quite a few upgrades to this since I last saw it, and it's really quite exciting because you're able to calculate the entire OEE of the line in the factory. So do you want to walk us through step by step what this system can now do?
Yeah, sure. First of all, thank you very much. What we was trying to do here is to offer the customer the opportunity with a super easy to use software solution to have always the overview of the OEE of the SMD lines. So the idea here is to have this overview running in the office of the production manager, and he's doing his job, and every now and then he have a look at the overview and immediately knows if there is a problem, and if there is a problem, to know which line is not doing well. So, and then he can click on this line and see further information. So what we're doing here is we're calculating the cycle time of every single machine in the line by using the horizontal communication. And this gives us the opportunity to identify the bottleneck and to showcase the user which machine is responsible for this slow cycle time, and the production manager can immediately call the responsible person to have a look at this particular machine to check why the cycle time is higher.
Absolutely, and I think that the beauty of this is that it's calculating the not just the first pass yield, but the actual machine uptime in the factory, and given the OEE is actually giving the overall efficiency that not only the production manager can use, but also the C-suite managers can see and understand very easily. Because what happens most of the time is they say, well, how are we doing? They say, well, we're doing 92% first pass yield. Oh, that means we must be doing good. Do not take into account what actually the performance of the machines are, which is very, very important. So I love what you're doing with this. So can we break it down a little bit and show some of the metrics that you're measuring?
Yeah, sure. So as I said, so here we have one overview of a part of the SMD line, but of course, if you are responsible for more lines, you can zoom out and see the whole production. And here we see this line have an issue. So once we click on this red highlighted line, we can see the current order and the target time, which is stored in the ERP system of the customer, which we connect to and take this data out. Yeah. And what we see here is the current cycle time of the whole system, which is the cycle time of the bottleneck. And we identify the bottleneck here as the reflow oven, and also by using only the horizontal communication, we can also count the first pass yield, but the real first pass yield, so which gets out of the AOI. Mostly it's not used because it makes the OE really, really bad, but we have here the real numbers.
Yes.
And in combination with our other products, in this case Smart Alerts, we can also monitor the downtimes, and now we have all three figures we need to calculate the OEE, meaning the performance, the availability, and also the quality, and we can show the customer without any manual calculation the real OEE live, and of course also the history in the past.
In the past. So the beauty of this chart here is you can see it's got a target time here of 45 seconds. The current cycle time is 47 seconds, so it's obviously 2 seconds late. And as you'd said earlier, Drag, if it had been a normal line, the bottleneck would probably be the pick and place machine. But as you can see, looking at this graph, highlighted in red, it's a reflow oven.
Right.
So right away, the operator can then go to the different alerts and drill down to see what's causing that issue, or call the correct operator to go and attend to it.
Right. It doesn't necessarily need to be the operator, because in this case, it's possible the oven is running fine, but just somebody changed the parameters, for instance, change the distance of the PCBs. That means the cycle times goes up, but the oven is running fine. There is no errors, whatever. So therefore, it may be necessary to call the process engineer to check the parameter and to see why this reflow oven have a higher cycle time. And this is really the core. The killer feature of this software, by recognizing problems, even if the machines are not aware of these problems.
Yes, absolutely. And you see then also that in this shift, this has had 6 downtimes. Now you're measuring this, I believe. You can set this up to measure this over the period of a shift, or over a day, or other types of parameters.
So this is this can be chosen by the customer. So if you want to have the OEE based on shifts, based on days, based on weeks, whatever, so he can set it up however he likes.
However he likes. Yeah. Okay. Now, talking about the communication between the machines where you're picking up this data, you're relying on basically the Hermes transfer software to try and collect this.
Right. So this is the first version of this product. We are using the Hermes standard because, number one, it's the future standard. That's why we start with this one. And it's easier for us to implement since it's a TCP/IP connection, so it's easier to collect this data. So therefore we start with Hermes. But of course we are aware that 95% or even more of the installed base is SMEMA based. So that's why we will also offer in the near future, the option to do this measurement also with the SMEMA machines. But therefore we need some adjustment in our machine software to achieve this, but this will also be available in the future, yes.
Okay, great. So last question, I mean, when can we expect to see this product hitting the streets? When is it going to be available?
Well, it's available for sale from today, so you can order it. Shipping, so the delivery time is about 8 to 12 weeks. So then you can expect this in your facility. Yes.
So how do you sell it? Do you sell it as a one-off software package, or do you sell it as a subscription thing, or how do you do?
No, it's not a prescription. So it's a one-time
tool.
Right, and it's machine based, so we want to keep it fair. So of course it's more effort for a SMD line like this if you compare this to a depaneling line with 3 machines. So therefore the licenses will be machine based.
Yeah.
But as I said, you just buy it once and then it's yours. Yes.
Excellent. Great. Well, I want you to thank you for showing us that today. It's very innovative. And now we're going to turn our attention to the materials management side of the equipment coming here from ASYS.
Thank you very much for having me.
So now we're here on the materials management side of ASYS Group. I'm joined by Fabian Altenrauth. Nice to see you again.
Hello, Trevor. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So you've been known for the materials storage solutions for quite some time, but you brought out a new materials buffer. Can you explain to us what this buffer zone is and how it fits into the factory concept? Yeah.
Exactly. So the first time here at Productronica show, we show our smart buffer solution. This smart buffer solution is dedicated to store WIP material in the factory, because a lot of our customers do have a huge necessity for storage between their single processes. For example, front-end and back-end process, or between top-side and bottom-side production. And this takes a lot of capacity for this WIP material, and typically if you use common standard flat storage areas, it consumes a lot of space.
Yeah, absolutely. So from what I've seen of this new buffer, it's gone in the vertical direction now.
Exactly. So we changed the mindset to store the material on the flat, on the surface, so we go in the height, which allows us to store several magazines or boxes, totes, tray stacks in the height. So by using the height, we can really in a huge amount reduce the footprint of the machine, which is necessary to have in your productive area.
Okay.
And of course, this system is set up in a modular way because a lot of customers are still in a growing process.
Yes.
They invest in additional lines over the years, and so they have a growing demand of material storage or buffer capacity.
Okay, so you can build it up in modular form.
Exactly. We have some kind of basic configuration which the buffer has to have in any available size, I would say. And as soon as the customer identifies a higher demand for buffer capacity, he can, after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, he can expand successively the system up to a maximum capacity of 100 buffer positions per system.
Wow. Okay, so is it intelligent? I mean, does it know exactly what components are where and what is stored in these buffers?
Exactly, and this is also a huge topic we have addressed with the system, because if you have a flat surface or flat storage area with a lot of magazines, they, of the first point of view, they all look the same.
Yeah.
So if you look and search for a specific material number, it consumes a lot of time. You need always an operator who's doing this searching process and passing by all these storages. And with the smart buffer, we continuously cross-check the material we do have inside the buffer, and so we always have the right demand or the right amount of material which is inside the system available in our database, which can be interfaced to higher level software like a ERP system or a MES system.
Right, right. And so how does it feed the materials from the top down to the level where the operator is?
We realized a pretty smart system, smart concept inside the system, because by using two vertical lifts inside the system and a storage area in between, we are available to generate a direct access to any single magazine.
Okay.
So if you look at the buffer and you need exactly your magazine which is in the middle of the buffer and does not have direct position in front of the lifts, we can rearrange the system in a short term. We can bring this dedicated magazine to the outlet position to provide it to the operator or maybe to an AMR, to an autonomous mobile robot.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So my other question would be, of course, is it able to cope with MSD components and this sort of thing? Does it have humidity control?
Absolutely. So it's, of course, the basic system can be used without the, I would say, controlled environment, but as an optional function we can implement inside the system controlled atmosphere, which means either for, as you said, MSL components on boards, for example, after the top side production, before you do the second or bottom side production, typically we have to protect somehow the first side populated boards.
Right.
And so we can generate a low humidity atmosphere inside, below 5%, like we do in our dry tower solution, the same.
Right.
Or if customers have specific requirements to adapt this solution or to use it inside a clean room or as a material buffer directly connected to a clean room, we can also generate a clean room atmosphere inside. And of course, temperature is also an option to have a controlled temperature, heating or cooling inside the system.
Right, wow. That sounds a pretty versatile system, Fabian.
Of course, and we're really happy to announce it here at the Productronica show. Directly after the show, we hope for a lot of interesting additional discussions, same like we have here at the Productronica show with our customers too, especially on the smart buffer solution.
Super. Well, I think it's an impressive piece of equipment, and I wish you the very best of luck with it. And
thanks a lot.
Thank you for showing it to us today.
Thanks a lot.
ASYS, as a part of Nano Dimension, is a company that specializes in the development, manufacturing, and distribution of equipment for electronics production. Our focus is on providing innovative solutions, helping the electronics manufacturers optimizing their production processes, increase their efficiency, and achieve high-quality results. Our products include pick-and-place machines, dispensing solution, solder-based jet printers, and reflow ovens.